Okay, so now we're going to look at a weird input-outputty thing, dates and times. Okay, so dates and times are kind of their own data type, and so that's why I'm talking about them right now. So you can use data type of a date that's just like different. Okay, so like, I don't know if you've ever typed stuff in Excel, but it'll automatically turn stuff into dates for you. So if I go in and I'm just like 9/1/25, and you go in there, well, it says 9/1/25, but it puts the 2025 in there. And if I just put like September 1st, it'll automatically assume that's September 1st, 2025 up there, right? And I don't know if you've ever gone into where you format stuff, but you can do a custom format. Where is it? Format, custom, more number formats. And you can go in here and there's like all these options, and you can be like, I want it to be month, which means set date. So see month, date, or you can be like month, date, month, date. Anyway, we'll get into that, but they're dates basically. Or I can even come all the way over here, like month, day, year, and then that, and it'll just be like, okay, awesome. So like Excel automatically does this. Okay, but you can do this in MATLAB. So to get started, there's two different kinds of, what do you call them, variables. There's date times and there's durations. Okay, so let's see. And then you're going to use all of these here in a sec. So if you're just doing, I'm going to go ahead and run these. So if I'm just doing a calendar date, so I can just say like, blah, 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 date, time, and like you see 2023, 9 and 1. And then that is a start date. If I call it start date, I could just call it, you know, powder face. And that'll be and it says it's a date time. And if you come over here, let me do this where there's not so many going on at once. I don't really need a live script to do this. I'm just going to play. So I could have a start date. Ooh, thank you. No sticky keys. All right. And so here we go. Format, compact, and CLC clear. And I'll just run this once. Okay. So if I'm just looking at the start date, you see over here, it says start date, and it's a calendar, and it says date and time, and it's a 1x1 date and time, and it's 8 bytes, and the class is date time. And if I open it up, it says date time. Okay. And just kind of like I would expect it to. Okay. So you have a date time. Now, if you want to know what, if you want to kind of put in a date, now I know I said date time and there's not actually a time in there. If I want to say that it's 2 p.m., I could use military time. So 2 p.m., but maybe it's 2:33 and 12 seconds. So this would be September 1st, 2023, 2:33 p.m. and 12 seconds. Okay, and then you see how I got the full start date here. Okay, so that's start date. And then if I want to go for today, this is stuff. I can say date. You used to be able to just type today, but they want you to get away from that. So they just do keyword today. Okay, so today, and actually I'll CLC clear this stuff so we're seeing it fresh every time. So today happens to be July 18th, 2025. So I don't know when you're watching this, but July 18th, 2025. So that's today. Okay, and then there's something called duration, and that's a little different because, okay, so see how these two have calendars on them. Duration is like an hours, minutes, seconds thing, and we're not talking about how to actually use these insofar as like timers or anything, but let's just say it was a duration of like maybe how long you were at work or something like that. So duration, so it's 2:30. Now look at that. See, it's a little stopwatchy thing, and it's of the time. Ooh, it's 24 bytes, so that's like way more complicated. It's still considered, well, it's a duration. Let's see, there's a whole lot going on with these, and we're really just scratching the surface. I don't really want to get into all that. I'm going to be like, help, duration. There are all kinds of things going on with this date time stuff. Duration, hours, minutes, seconds, time strings, millisecond arrays, formats, and you can do all these things to them. If I do the same thing for help, date, time, you'll see the same thing, just the exact same kind of like discretize and is infinite and cat and greater than equal. So you can do all that kind of stuff. We'll get into that in a minute. And then there's also these singular nouns: year, month, day, hour, minute, second. Week doesn't exist, okay? We're not talking about weeks, but it's year, month, day, hour, minute, second. Okay, so if I want to know, say I don't care about this anymore, but I want to, so this is today. Okay, so that's today, and I want to know what is the year of today. That's the year. If I wanted to know the, what do you call it, year, month of today, this is stuff. The month is 7. Yeah, that makes sense because I just did that. And then the day. Okay, I can't spell day. Okay, so there's the day. And I'll bet you, even though it's not showing it, okay, it's not giving me the hour. Date time. I wonder if I can do date time help. Oh, I wonder if it's now. This is just me kind of going out there. Yes. Okay. So there's a difference between today and now. So there you go. Let me go add that over here. Day. This is not really what time it is. Get what day it is right now. I'm going to fix my notes while I'm thinking about it. So if I want to know what time it is right now, I'll ask now. What day is it? Would be this is today. Date, time, today. Okay, so that's kind of cool. I had totally forgotten that was a thing. So we have date, time, now, and then I can go and I can ask, well, what's the hour? So it's 17 o'clock. It's 5 p.m. while I'm doing stuff. So that's pretty cool. And you can just pull stuff from there. So yeah, date, time stuff. It's neat. Now, okay, so you can do math with dates and times. Now, it's not perfect. So like if I wanted to say take now and I wanted to add 3 days. First of all, it's like, what are you doing? It just, oh, did it add 3 days? Well, now it's just making a liar out of me. So it added 3 days. Maybe I meant that to be 3 minutes. Maybe I meant that to be 3 hours. And so the way I can actually do this and do this for real, because I think it would error out in other ways. Months? No, not months. I feel like months isn't right. Let's see. Okay, it works with days, hours, minutes, seconds, and years, but not months and not weeks. Okay, so if I want to add plus 3 hours from now, there. Now I can add 3 hours. If I want to add 7 minutes and 8 seconds, there we go. So I've added 3 hours, 7 minutes, and 8 seconds. Kinda? Okay, so you can add each thing like that. Now there could be a way, one way to do it like that. It could be that there are more clever ways to do it. Like I wouldn't know if that would work. No. Okay, that's gonna get mad at me, and even if I do this, I think it's, oh, look at that. Okay, so this is just me playing around and trying to find things that work, and that accidentally worked. So that's pretty awesome. Other way. So that also worked. Pretty fantastic stuff then. I'm going to be super excited about it. Let's see, what else can we talk about here? So it doesn't work with durations. So if I had my study time was duration 3 hours, 20 minutes, and 15 seconds. If I just wanted to add 3 to my study time. It gave me an answer. I don't know what that means. 3 plus 3 is apparently 75 because, you know, why wouldn't it be? I wonder if that's because nope, that's not it either. I have no idea. It's just doesn't work. So if I wanted to add 3 hours or 3 minutes, you know, I would need to go in and add it like that. So you can do addition, subtraction. Ooh, you can do whatsy-doositzes. You can make arrays. So like if I wanted to start with today, and I just like starting with today, but I don't have to. Start date is oh gosh, let's go with date time, January 1st, 2020, and let's say that I want to increase it by, no, months is not a thing, by, let's say, every 2 weeks. So how would I do that? Because what I would normally want to do, so let's see if I can make an array that shows me the dates every 2 weeks. Okay, so I want to go from, let's see, I want to go from 0 to, there's how many days? 365 days in a year, skipping by 14s. Okay, so that's what I want to do. So, but I want to make these days. Okay, 2020. Oh, here's my 2020 over here. Can it not do that? Okay, so I wasn't actually going to show you this yet, date, but I'm going to format it, which I'll officially show you later. I'm going to go with month, day, year. Okay, so month, year, 2020. Okay, I've obviously done something wrong. Oh, it's not month, day, year, because I've put in July, this thinks it's July 13th, 2000, or 006. Okay, so this is probably supposed to be, hold on, do I have this backwards? Help, date, time. Is it year, something? I'll bet you anything it's that. Year, month, day. Okay, me and my silly American. Okay, so I'll go 2020, doops. There we go, every 2 weeks. I figured it out. I'm amazing. Okay, so basically I have a start date, and I don't really have to have this separate. I just needed to think through it. Hello, cuckoo clock. But the idea is that I have a start date, and I'm going to increase the days by 14, and so I'm just going to add the days. I'm using this format that I haven't officially showed you yet just because it was messing with me, but if we pretend that I never knew how to do that, now I can see them, choo, and I'm good to go. You can do things like, so if I wanted to call these all dates, maybe I'll call this all dates instead, and I want to know how many dates are between all dates, what's between the 4th one and the 1st one. So it's going to come back with that. What do you think that is, if you had to guess? My guess is that's probably hours. And so what I think I need to do is I would need to turn that into a days. Let's see if that works. 42 days, does that make sense? Is 14 times 3, 30, 42? Oops, I can't spell. Yeah, okay, so that's 3 weeks, is 42 days. Okay, so there's my 42 days. just kind of an FYI, if you try to display these, weird things can happen. So you can do all the math that you want. You can do greater than, less than, is this date greater than that date, is this time greater than that time. But if you try to do things like the duration is, and then go like num to string blah, like that, it's going to yell at you. So if you just put in the duration is blah, it still yells at you. Apparently, it still doesn't like the format. So let's try making it a char. There we go. So the duration is 1008, but that's not really what I want. So what I actually would want is new blah. Display the, can't spell, the duration is actually char of new blah. Nope. And that's probably because 42 goes with a star. So num to string, there we go. So 42, and then I could put in days if I wanted. Does that kind of make sense? You kind of seeing how this all works. These are, so data types are important, I guess, is the big thing here. Data types are important because they impact how you do math, they impact what you display, they impact how you can, mess around with stuff. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I specifically want to, yeah, so which time is higher, you can do a, I don't know, what's that right there? That's weird. Why does it say that? So you can look at that with, a duration. If, oh, thank you. Let's make this a new section. I'll just pull this over here. Derp, 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 derp. Okay. So, CLC. So if time 1 is 3 hours, 2 minutes, and 1 second, is time 1 greater than the second time? No. So it's bonk. If it's 13 hours, is it greater than? Yes. Okay. So you can do all of that kind of stuff as well. If you just wanted to compare hours, oh, I think that just needs to be hour. That's the big thing, is I always get those confused of whether it's hour or hours. There we go. So the hour is greater, but now is the hours greater? Maybe I want to do minutes. Are the minutes greater? Because then I can make the second, I'm going to make the second minutes greater, but the second time is later. Ooh. If the minutes of time 1 is greater than the minutes of time 2. Let's see what that's doing, because that's not exactly what I thought it was going to do. What is the minutes of time 1? Ooh, look what that did. That is not what I expected. Minutes of time 1 pulled the total number of minutes as a fraction. Well, hot potato. I thought it was going to give me 12, and instead it gave me 792. Well, let's just write this down. This is super important, because this is me assuming the code is going to work a specific way, and it doesn't. So does that mean if I ask for the hours of time 1, is it going to give me 13 and a little bit? Yeah, it gives me 13.2 hours, 13 hours, 12 minutes and a little bit. Well, that's pretty fantastic. So this isn't just looking at minutes, this is the total number of minutes. Well, that's really great, because to me, when you're doing math in like Physics 1 and it's like giving you some kind of number, and one of the things you're constantly having to do is you've got a time where you've got hours plus, minutes divided by 60 plus seconds divided by 3,600. Well, it looks like MATLAB is doing all that for you. So if you want the time in hours, you just ask for hours. If you want it in seconds, you ask it for seconds. And if you want it in minutes, it gives you the total number of minutes. So that's really wonderful. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, so now we've learned all kinds of things about dates and times. And again, there's no way that I could possibly explain or show you everything. It's just a matter of getting your feet wet, playing around with it, and seeing what you can make happen.